Hi friends, it's Susan Smith with StampCreatively, and I have the Heartfelt Hexagon. Stampin' Up! Is doing an online event this weekend called World Card Making Day. You're welcome to join them. It's free of charge. They're stamping with several different stamp sets, but this is one that they have put out there just for the event. So it's the Heartfelt Hexagon with the Heartfelt Hexagon punch. So I wanted to play around with it for a little bit, and I like the Let's Eat Cake. So I pulled the cake out of the Curved Occasions that's in the August to December catalog. So we're going to use this cake, the border, the Eat Cake, and the punch, and I'll show you what I created. I've been playing quite a bit with this, I'll show you all my samples. I tried to stay in one color palette and to kind of keep it similar, but to show you several different ways to do it. So let's zoom in on my little piece of paper. This is a basic white piece of paper, and it is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. No. Yeah, no. 4 1/4, yeah, by 5 1/2. Geez, math's hard some days, right? And then I'm using blending brushes, and I have the Berry Burst and the Fresh Freesia. I'm going to start with the Berry Burst first, and I'm just going to go around the outside of this basic white. And to get the color the way I like it, it takes a minute. I could have gone smaller for you, but this is fine. So you just... I'm not squishing, I'm tapping, and I kind of roll it off the outside to move it around. When I do the Freesia, I'm going to do the same thing. It's a little lighter, so I can, oops, I pushed too hard. It'll be fine. That's what happens if you push too hard. This just takes a while to put these colors on. So I'll tell you about some other things while I do this then. So Stampin' Up! Has some new online exclusives that came out today. We have a new starter kit promotion. If you've ever thought about being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, it's a really good time. I had someone who just joined last week, and so I didn't know the promotion was coming up when she signed up, but I told her this is a great time now then to build your team. So if you've ever wanted to build a team, this is a great way to do it. Good starter promotion. One of the benefits of signing up now, well, there's a lot, but it's the 35 for 35 years. So you either get a 35% discount or 35% more product, which either one is a really good deal. But then you also have the option, you get an opportunity to go to a virtual event in November. And when you get to go to the virtual event, you also get to buy the bundle that they're using, which is adorable. But if you want more information, don't hesitate to ask me. You can message me or put it on here. So see, if I push a little harder, I'm going to get those swirls. I'm okay with that. On some of the things, I don't want that, but the way this card is designed, it's okay. If the swirls bother you, just keep going back over it. You can see that they're kind of blending. And when you see the card, you'll go, oh yeah, I see why she said that was okay. Okay, so I'm going to stop, maybe. Maybe I'm going to do this just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to stop. So again, I've got Fresh Freesia and Berry Burst. Then I'm going to close up these pads because you know I'm messy. Now I'm going to take my water painter, and here's my water painter. It's in my little thing I keep on I have a little water bottle that I keep on my desk. And the lid says, I can't find the lid or I'd show it to you. Oh, here it is. Don't drink, just as a reminder. So I'm going to put this in here, and then I'm going to tap it all over what I just created there. And now I'm creating a speckle effect to that. So do you see why these don't bother me? Because I'm doing all kinds of other stuff. There's a lot going on here. Okay, so now I'm going to give that a minute to dry. So after it dries, and you can dry it with a heat gun, you can just let it dry, whatever you decide to do. I'm going to, these cardboards are this is the little cardboards that come in the kit, and I like them. So you're going to get a fresh cardboard for me to finish what I'm doing here. So now I'm going to stamp on it. So I have the little outline image. Let's see, where do I want to put my cake? Maybe I'll go this way and do it in the little lightest part. I'm going to go this way with it. I'm going to put that right there. I'm using Memento ink. Now I have my cake. I'm going to put my cake in there. Because it fits. And then I'm going to put over here, let's eat cake. Because I like cake. When I go to a wedding, I expect there to be cake. I will wait around to the end to make sure I get cake. All right, now I'm going to use my blends. I have a light berry burst. I'm doing this to add color, not to do a bunch of blending. My cake's small enough. I don't know that I'm going to do a bunch of coloring on that cake. Then I have a light bubble bath, just to kind of go over the cake. That way these little white spots are a little more pink, so it looks like my cake's been colored just a little bit. I have a light Highland Heather. I'm going to color the flowers. And then I'm going to use a light Granny Apple. Oh, you know what? I didn't measure this. I hope that punch fits in there. Fits to the... Well, look. How did I know that was going to happen? So I'm going to trim the bottom of this. I'm just going to trim off a little bit with my trimmer that I know has a sharper blade than what I thought. Because yesterday I'm like, that trimmer's not cutting very well. That blade must not be very sharp. So I touched it. I got a big old fat paper cut. I was so mad. Now it's going to fit. So now I'm going to put this right in here. Punch it out. I'm going to mount it on some black. So here I have my basic black. And I've cut off some of it so that I can put this on here. And I'm going to put this on here so that this sticks to the bottom. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. So one of the other things I used on some of the cards is this beautiful shimmer paper. We're going to add that shimmer paper to the bottom. It's in the annual catalog. It's called Soft Shimmer. Put this across the bottom. I cut that too long. Trim it, because again, I know this is sharp. So I cut myself yesterday. I don't know if you were like I am, but you get that thumb digit with that cut on it, and it made me fussy all day. I'm going to use some dimensionals to stick this guy on. I want it to stick up. I'm going to use some seal to put the top on. there. Boom. I need that to stay down a little bit better. There it goes. So I used a couple of different ribbons when I made my projects. I used the gingham on some of them, which I love. And then I used the sheer ribbon combo pack that has 3 colors in it. I'm going to use this one. On some of these, I dyed the gingham. This one, you don't have to watch me do that. And then I used, for embellishments, I used the same embellishments on all of them. And I used the adhesive back sequin trio. It has a pretty peacock and a pale pink and the white. And I like the white a lot because it looked like my little drops of water. Look at that. And, you know, they're flat, so it's not going to change. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out, and then I'm going to show you all of these cards that I did. Because I liked doing it, so I kind of made myself crazy. Whoops, that about make you vomit. So for the embossing folder, I used the distressed tile. So that's the embossing folder that I used on them. So here we go, friends. So you have this one. You have this one. Again, black gingham. This is the gingham that I colored. And you can tell, oh, you really can't tell on screen. It's just very subtle. So this one, I cut it with the shimmer paper over here, kind of like I did on this one. I did this one, where I used the berry burst, and there's shimmer paper in the middle, and I ran it through the embossing folder. And this is part of that trio, the sheer ribbon trio. So I got that one. Then I did this one with, this is Bubble Bath. Then I used the Fresh Freesia at the bottom. And this one, I didn't punch it out, I just embossed the whole front. Again, they all look a little bit different. And then this one, I stamped before it was dry. That's why you gotta wait. See all that bleeding? It's not beautiful. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. You have a great day, and we'll stamp again soon.